Hello everyone. So in today's video, we'll be creating a custom payment method in Magento 2's website. So without any further ado, let's get started. So if you see, currently I am into the Magento's front end. So what I will do, I've already logged in and simply I will go and let's see, I'll order one bag. Okay, let me add this bag to my cart, proceed to checkout, fixed, next. Okay, now over here if you see in the payment method I've created a custom payment method called custom payment, and this is a custom payment means I've added one instructions or note saying that this is a custom payment. So basically this is a kind of a payment method which works as a offline payment mode, same as in the case of cash on delivery, because the features and the way it has developed, it is similar to the cash on delivery module that we have in Magento. So if you click on this custom payment, currently I've just enabled this one, that's why you are seeing this custom payment mode. And once you select it and if you click on place order, so order will be placed. And if you want to see the orders, if you scroll down over here, if you see in the payment method, it's a custom payment method and along with the note, that is the instructions. Now the same, if you want to see here in Magento's admin, you can just go to this orders, and if you click on view, if you scroll down, the same thing will be noticing here, custom payment. This is a custom payment and the order was placed using a USD. Okay, since it's a offline payment mode, current the order status is pending and the total amount due is $50, correct? So this is how you can create a custom payment mode. So this is how the demo, I've just given you the demo on the custom payment mode. Now let's see how we have created this particular payment module. And guys, after the video, what I will do, I'll just upload this code into the GitHub module, so that, and I'll give that link in that pinned comment, so that you can see the code and do the modifications. Now let me go to the Visual Studio and let me just expand it. Now if you see this module, this one, let me close this. Yes, so code Mage Digest custom payment. So Mage Digest is my namespace, and this is the module name custom payment. So as I told you, this is a similar to what the COD, what Magento provides out of the box, similar kind of a structure that I have made. And if you want to create your own kind of a payment mode, you can go through Magento's payment module. So if you go to this, let me show you Magento's framework. If you scroll down, 1 second, I'll show you offline. Here you go, offline payments. Okay, so now if you click on this view front end web JS renderer, if you see bank transfer, cash on delivery, check, money order, purchase order, this kind of payment modes you can surely apply to your own custom model, whatever features you want. So you definitely you can use that. Okay, now let us go back to our code and see what all we have done over here. Now first of all, whenever we are creating a new module, what we have to do, we have to create a registration.php file and the module.xml file, where we are mentioning the module and the schema version. Now over here, if you see this module.xml, whatever the dependencies that I have created over here is Magento sales, payment, checkout, directory, Magento config. So it's in sequence mode. That means it has a dependency on all these modules. So all these modules will be loaded first. After that, our module will be loaded. Okay. Now after the module.xml, what we have done, let's go to this payment.xml. Now in payment.xml, what I am defining two things. One is the groups and one is the methods. Group is telling that what kind of a payment mode it is. So it's an offline payment method. So I have kept it in this particular group. Now in the methods, I am defining one method name, that is a custom payment, and we are allowing multiple address. If you want to place an order with a multiple address, we can use this payment method. So this is the method name. So two things we are mentioning over here, one is the groups and one is the method. So remember the name that we have written over here, method name. So this should be constant, or this should be similar to whatever other areas you are mentioning the payment mode, payment code. So okay, so two things we are mentioning over here. Now this is done. Now let us go to the config.xml. In config.xml, what we are defining, if you go to the source configuration, there are certain values that we are predefining over here. You can change it from there as well, from here as well. So if you go to this default payments custom payment, okay, so now let's see over here, default payment, okay, custom payment. So custom payment is nothing but this particular method name. Okay, custom payment active 0 by default. Which model I am using, you can define over here model name, that is model class. What should be the order status whenever you are using this particular payment mode? If you see, it's pending. So same thing we are mentioning over here. Title custom payment, allow specific like countries, group is offline. Same thing you are mentioning here, offline. Okay, same thing we are mentioning over here. So this is the configuration. Now if you go to this Magento stores and if you click on this configuration, and if you go to this sales and payment methods, if you go here, so now here you will see this custom payment enabled. Yes, I have just enabled it. Title, new order status, allowed all countries. Instructions I have given over here, some note you can give and other things you can mention over here. Okay, fine. So this is the kind of a configuration that we are mentioning here in this particular file, that is the config.xml. Cool. Now the same settings that you have to mention in order to view this particular thing, you have to mention same thing over here inside the admin HTML and in the system.xml. So in system.xml I am mentioning all those configurations in order to view that same thing over here in our admin panel. So what I am seeing, I am giving this section ID payment of this would be same along with other payment sections. Group is the custom payment, if you remember. These are the number of fields that I am mentioning: active status, title, new order status, minimum order title, instructions, current country, short table, these kind of fields I am mentioning over here. So pretty much simple. So in order to view the same configuration here, what I am doing, I am mentioning the same thing in the system.xml, otherwise you will not be able to view that. So you have to keep this in mind. Fine. So admin HTML we have covered. Config, module, payment. So these three files we have covered. Okay. Now what else we have? Let me go to this. Okay, we'll cover this later on. Let me close this. Fine. Now what we will see, so this is what we are seeing in the Magento's admin. Fine. Now let us go to the front end, how we are seeing the same thing in the front end. So for that, what we have to do, we have to go to this layout. Okay, so in the layout that is responsible to view the payment methods, it's a checkout index. Fine, because it's a checkout, we are seeing the same thing in the checkout. So if you click on this checkout thing and click on this one next, remember this is a checkout. Okay, so same thing that is responsible, the layout that is responsible for this is the checkout index.xml. Fine. So in the index XML, all the things remaining same. What we have to do, just here, okay, just here in this node, be careful about this thing. So what we are doing over here in the children and in the offline payments, what I am doing, I am adding a component, my own component, that is the custom payment component. I am mentioning over here, this particular component I am mentioning here, and the methods that I am going to use I am mentioning here as well, that is a component. Fine. So this part from here to here, so this part you have to make sure that you are writing it correctly. So you have to define your own component and the methods that you are going to use it. Fine. Now see this particular component where it is JS view payment custom payment. It is, so JS means it is see view, after that front end, then layout. This layout we are defining over here, and this particular component you will get inside view front end web JS. Okay, and over here we have this particular component. Now what we are doing over here, we are telling Magento that we have created a custom payment. Now I am pushing the same thing in the renderer list. So this is the renderer list. I am pushing this particular custom payment into this particular renderer list. So type is custom payment, the method that I have already mentioned, and this is the method renderer. So two files you have to make sure you have to make it. So one is this particular component custom payment.js that will help to push the custom payment into the renderer list, and another one is the method renderer. Okay, so for all the methods, let's say for cash on delivery, bank transfer, for each of these methods we have separate method renderer files, but we have a common custom payment.js. Same thing, you have to create a single custom payment.js which will push the payment method to the renderer list, and along with that you have to pass two things, that is a type, that is a custom payment mode, the code, and the component, that is the method render. So over here, if you see, this is the file, that is JS view payment. So JS view payment, then method renderer, this is the method renderer, custom payment method, custom payment method. So over here, what you are giving, you are saying to Magento that for this particular method renderer, I am going to use a template called custom payment, payment, custom payment. Okay, so if you see this particular path, this is underneath here. So it will be under view, front end, web, template, payment, custom payment.html. So this is basically my HTML file. So the same thing that you are seeing in the front end. So front end is nothing but those are HTML files. The same HTML files we are defining over here. So inside the method renderer, I am defining my template. Along with that, I am getting I'm passing other things. Let's say get instructions, the same thing that I've told you. Get instructions is nothing but this thing, if any custom node that you are passing. Okay, the same thing will be visible here in the front end. If you select this, see this one. Okay, and so after this, what we are going to do, we are going to this particular HTML file, that is a custom payment. Here it is saying building block. You can copy it directly from the cash on delivery, because I'm over here, I'm using a cash on delivery framework. So I'm using the same HTML files. Nothing changed, like no sort of changes has been done to this particular file. Sorry. Now if you see this particular field, if you go to this, right click on this and try to inspect it, see this particular payment mode, input type radio, okay, class label for custom payment, the same thing I have defined over here. So this particular thing is responsible for that. And apart from that, what other things that we have to make sure, these are the knockout.js files, that is a content, payment method, billing address, same thing, knockout.js, and get instructions, data bind. So data bind is nothing but a property of knockout.js, means it is trying to bind some sort of attributes to the particular like whatever values that we are having, it is trying to bind that particular value to that HTML, like a particular tag. So if you see this particular thing, get instructions, it is trying to bind the get instructions values to the particular HTML. So if you go to this particular thing, this is a custom payment method. So see instructions, this is a custom payment. So same thing, it is trying to bind it over here. So it's kind of a binding a value to a particular attribute. Same thing, and this particular div is nothing but the place order div. Okay, so nothing fancy I've done over here, it is the same, and you have to just change it and define it the same thing, same path in your method renderer file. Fine. So we have covered this particular part. Along with that, this is the front end layout. So what else we have to make sure that we are defining over here. Now if you go to this config.xml, remember we have defined certain things over here. Okay, one is the model, that is a model, custom payment. So what we are defining over here in this particular model, we are telling Magento, and it is trying to extend this particular abstract method, and what we are using this code, that is a custom payment code over here. And along with this, what we are giving a custom block. Okay, so custom block is nothing but the custom payment block form dot custom payment, which you have defined over here, and everything else remains the same. Okay, is offline, get instructions, all are remaining same, just you have to make sure that you are using your own custom payment. Fine. Now what else? So now let's go to this particular block form custom payment.php. In the custom payment.php, it is only trying to use the template. So what is the template? This is the PHTML files, that is a Mage Digest form/custom payment.phtml. So that will be under my view, front end, templates, custom payment.phtml. So here what they are saying, they are using the same thing, that is a layout that will be used for the fetching the get instructions value to my front end. Okay, the same thing we are defining over here. Now if you see in the etc, in the front end etc, we are using a di.xml. so make sure, let me go to this particular file. In this HTML file, remember we have this get instructions. Okay, so for that, if you are mentioning here, for that you have to definitely you have to make the files. Let's say the custom payment, that is the block file, PHTML files, that is this one. Okay, sorry, not this one, this one. Okay, and what else? And yes, and in the front end you have to create a dependency injection files. Over there what you are saying that I'm telling Magento that check out composite config provider, means like from the configuration it will fetch the value from the configuration and the same will be shown in the front end. So for that you have to use this kind of arguments in the config in the config providers. What you are saying, you are saying to Magento that you have to fetch the value from the configurations. So for that what I have done, I have created a module, so not a module, a class, that is the custom payment model instructions config provider. So instructions config provider, here is the get config value. Okay, so if you see from here it is fetching the value get config and the get instructions the values. Okay, so from the method, if you see this particular method, I have given the methods here, that is a custom payment. In the custom payment what it is trying to get the config from the custom payment, and from there it is trying to fetch the instructions values, that is this one. So remember, if you are using this particular instructions and you want to display it, you have to make sure that you are creating this custom payment.php. In the custom payment.php you are defining the PHTML files. In the PHTML files, if you are mentioning, you have to create a dependency injection in the front end, that is the config providers, and from there you have to create a file called the instructions config provider. If you are not defining these files, that instructions will not be working properly and it will give you some sort of errors. Okay, so this is the whole I think I have covered all the files that I mentioned here, and yes, that's, I think that's all that I've mentioned over here in this particular module. Okay, so I think that's all for today's video. So if you have any doubts, you can surely comment in the comment sections, and I'll put this module into the GitHub, and I'll share that URL into the pinned comment so that you can download it and use it, and just try to change according to your own use. So if you have liked this video, don't forget to hit the like button, try to subscribe my channel so that I'll be uploading more such videos, and share it with your friends while using Magento. And yeah, so that's it for today's video guys. See you next time, take care, bye bye.